Hi, welcome to Pharmasalon. This is your host, Vivian Juder-Frankel. We feature discussions on regulatory, policy, compliance, and business issues specifically for the compounding pharmacy industry. The podcast covers topics related to 503As, 503Bs, hospital pharmacies, and veterinary. I hope you'll tune into all of our discussions, as you never know when and where an idea will germinate that will take your business to the next level. A few weeks ago, I was speaking with a friend who works in private equity. She told me about a firm that was moving into the 503A compounding pharmacy space. I was intrigued by what it was they were looking to do and how they were going to do it. Given the massive amount of expenses and regulation that are facing the community, I was wondering how these people see themselves partnering with 503As and whether it was a partnership or an acquisition.
Ben Moe, managing partner at Osceola Capital, private equity funds based out of Tampa, Florida. Leading up to today, mixed experience in both transactions, operations, and ownership. And I think it's the diversity of my background and the other managing partner here that helps make us good, balanced partners for what we do in private equity. So early in my career, I was a hospital administrator in the Air Force, officer in the Air Force, went to the Air Force Academy. That was my first operations experience. Got to oversee a lot of medical practices of different sizes and types. Really enjoyed that aspect of it. Spent a long time in investment banking, both in New York and here in Florida. And that was really, reps in other people's businesses, if you want to think about it that way, doing transactions to see what makes businesses successful, what they did well, what they could have done better. And then was an owner in a business and then the CFO of a business that did food brokerage, really interesting model where it was outsourced sales and marketing. The most relevant factor was it was a fragmented industry that had a bunch of small service providers across the country that we saw an opportunity to put them together and create growth opportunities, but also to create a competitive advantage in the space. And we did that. So we bought 23 businesses across the country and integrated them, sold to private equity funds and through a strategic. That part of our background, sort of going through the motions of selling our own business, as well as being owned by a private equity fund, which is what we are today, gave us the opportunity to be on the other side of the table for all of the things we ask our owner partners to do today. I think it helps us resonate well with them. I think it helps us recognize what their interests are. But then even post-sale, we can get into some of those things later. I think it gives us a balanced approach to what that relationship should look like from a partnership perspective, just having been on the other side. That was sort of the lead in.